Hello and welcome to this journey into the world of money, wealth, and financial freedom. Money is not just numbers in a bank account. It is energy. It is the tool that can either enslave us or liberate us, depending on how we use it. Most people spend their entire lives working for money, yet very few truly understand how money works for them. In today's world, knowledge about finance is not optional, it is essential. Whether you are a student, an employee, an entrepreneur, or even someone struggling to make ends meet, financial wisdom has the power to completely transform your life. In this audiobook-style lesson, we are going to explore what money really is, the psychology of wealth and why the rich think differently, the law of compounding, the eighth wonder of the world, how to build assets instead of chasing liabilities, the principles of investing in the stock market, the secret of financial freedom through discipline, patience, and vision. So, sit back, relax, and let this wisdom sink into your mind. By the end of this journey, you will not only have learned about money, you will see it in a new light. Point 1. The true nature of money. Money is simply a tool. It has no morality, it is neither good nor bad. It reflects the person who uses it. For some, money becomes a source of greed and destruction. For others, it becomes a way to serve, to create, to inspire. The poor see money as something scarce, something to be consumed quickly. The middle class often sees money as something to be saved and spent on comfort. But the wealthy see money as a seed, something to be planted, cultivated, and multiplied. Ask yourself, do you treat money as a seed, or do you eat it all immediately? 2. The psychology of wealth. Wealth begins in the mind. Two people can earn the same salary, yet one becomes wealthy while the other remains broke. Why? Because of mindset. The wealthy think in terms of assets and growth. The poor think in terms of expenses and survival. When a rich person receives money, they ask, how can I make this money work for me? When a poor person receives money, they ask, what can I buy with this? To shift into a wealth mindset, we must start asking different questions. How can I increase my value to the marketplace? How can I turn my money into a system that produces more? How can I make my money last beyond my lifetime? 3. The miracle of compounding. Albert Einstein once said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it, he who doesn't, pays it. Imagine you have $1,000. If you invest it and earn 10% per year, after 1 year you have $1,100. In the second year, you don't just earn interest on the $1,000, you earn it on $1,100. This means you earn interest on your interest. Now let's fast forward. After 10 years, that $1,000 grows to $2,593. After 20 years, $6,727. After 30 years, nearly $17,449. Without adding a single extra dollar, compounding is slow at the beginning, but unstoppable in the long run. This is why starting early is more powerful than starting big. Point 4. Assets versus liabilities. One of the greatest financial lessons comes from Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. The rich buy assets. The poor buy liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out. Your house may feel like an asset, but if you pay a mortgage every month, it is a liability until it produces income. A car looks nice, but if it only drains money through fuel, insurance, and repairs, it is a liability. On the other hand, stocks, rental property, businesses, or even intellectual property like books and online courses, these are assets because they generate income. The golden rule: spend your life collecting assets, not toys. Point 5. Investing in the stock market. The stock market is one of the most powerful vehicles for wealth creation. But it is also one of the most dangerous places for those who don't know the rules. Key principles. 1. Think long term. The stock market rewards patience. Short-term gamblers often lose, but disciplined investors win. 2. Diversify. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread investments across sectors and industries. 3. Buy businesses, not tickers. When you buy a stock, you are buying part of a company. Invest in companies with strong fundamentals, not just hype. 4. Time in the market beats timing the market. It is better to stay invested consistently than to try predicting every rise and fall. 6. The discipline of financial freedom. Financial freedom is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep, how much you grow, and how long you let it work for you. 3. Pillars of discipline. Saving discipline. Always pay yourself first. Put aside at least 10 to 20% of your income before you spend. Investment discipline. Invest regularly, even if small amounts. The habit is more important than the size. Lifestyle discipline. Avoid the trap of upgrading your lifestyle every time your income increases. Wealth is built in silence, not in showing off. 7. The vision beyond money. True wealth is not measured by dollars alone. It is measured by freedom, freedom of time, freedom of choice, and freedom of purpose. Money is not the end goal. It is the foundation that allows you to focus on what really matters: your family, your health, your contribution to the world. As Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So, build assets. Let compounding work. Gain freedom. And then, use that freedom to create a life of meaning. Let's recap. Money is a tool. Treat it as a seed to plant, not just something to consume. Wealth begins in the mind. Change your questions, change your life. Compounding is the secret engine of wealth. Start early, stay consistent. Buy assets, not liabilities. The stock market rewards discipline, patience, and knowledge. Financial freedom is built on saving, investing, and lifestyle discipline. Your financial journey begins not with a paycheck, but with a decision. A decision to think differently, to act consistently, and to see beyond the present moment. If you are listening to this, remember, you are already one step ahead of most people, because you are investing in your financial education. Now, the real challenge is not just to listen, but to act. Thank you for joining me on this first episode. In the upcoming videos, we will dive deeper into specific strategies, building multiple streams of income, mastering the psychology of money, and creating wealth that lasts generations. Stay inspired, stay disciplined, and remember, financial freedom is not a dream. It is a system. And it begins with you.